Hello, I am Gayatri Alcigrin, matrix number BG22110109. Today I am going to talk about abstract. In overall, this study examines the linkages between money supply, inflation and economic growth in Philippines. In this research paper, we explore how these variables interact and affect economic stability using models like the quantitative theory of money, Keynesian perspective. We highlight how crucial monetary policy is managing this relationship. Controlled money supply increases can boost growth, but excessive expansions leads to inflation and instability. We also consider factors like financial development, fiscal policy, trade dynamics, and demographic trends. Our findings also provide insights for policymakers to promote sustainable growth, emphasizing the importance of job creation, investment in human capital, and leveraging the technology for inclusive growth.
Well, my name is Prithvi Surimurli. I would like to explain about introduction. Inflation affects economic growth in various ways. Moderate inflation can stimulate investment and consumption by reducing the real cost of debt. However, excessive and volatile inflation can hinder long-term planning and distort resource allocations, thereby constraining economic development. The Philippines, with its rising economy and expanding financial market, confronts the challenge of balancing price stability with promoting robust economic growth. Policymakers must navigate this delicate balance to ensure sustainable development. Monetary policy play crucial role in managing the trade-off between encouraging growth and controlling inflation. By adjusting interest rate, money supply, and other policy tools, policymakers seek to achieve macroeconomic stability and faster sustainable development.
So next one is theoretical review. Firstly, money supply and inflation. The key concept, according to QTM, any increase in the money supply will lead a proportional increase in the price table, that assuming velocity of money and output remain constant. In the Philippine context, the Bangko Sentral Philippines manage the money supply to control inflation. Historical period of high inflation in the Philippines have often been linked to excessive growth in the money supply. So, and next one is inflation and economic growth. In Keynesian perspective, it is exploring the multifaceted relationship between inflation and economic growth, considering the potential benefit of moderate inflation in stimulating spending and investment, as well as the detrimental effect of high inflation on economic growth. So, in optimal inflation rate, it is highlighting the importance of identifying the optimal inflation rate that support growth without causing adverse effect, with reference to empirical study by economists such as Searle. And next is money supply and economic growth. In endogenous growth theory, it is discussing the role of financial development in promoting economic growth as per the endogenous growth theory, and it is reflection in the money supply in the Philippines. So next is exploring the impact of steady and control increase in the money supply on economic growth, while considering the potential inflationary pressure and the BSPF challenge in managing the money supply.
Hello, my name is Jelly Jasman. Today I will present the empirical review. First, money supply and inflation are interrelated, but their direct impact on long-term economic growth is often minimal. Second, high inflation countries and specific policy approach can alter this effect.
Next, consistent monetary policy like targeting inflation and using expansionary measures help manage inflation and boost growth. In addition, financial stability and inclusion are key for sustainable growth, especially in developing countries.
Now, I will explain the data from year 2021 until 2024. In year 2021, the inflation rate in the Philippines was 3.9%, while the economic growth rate was 7.9%. Compared to the previous year, there were an increase in the inflation rate and economic growth. An increase in the economic growth rate was due to a slow recovery in the global economy after COVID-19 started to slow down. Due to this, an increase in inflation happened due to the demand for goods and services increase, which lead to some prices to increase. Despite the money supply increase in 2021, the inflation remained relatively low at 3.9% due to the increase in goods and services produced that keep pace with the increase in money supply. In year 2022, the inflation rate in the Philippines was 5.8%, while the economic growth rate was 7.1%. The inflation rate was higher than the BSP initial target range, which is 2% to 4% for 2022. This is due to an increase in global oil prices, supply side bottlenecks, as well as the peso depreciation. The economic growth rate in 2022 will decrease compared to last year, which is from 7.9% to 7.1%. This is due to pandemic from last year that still impact some sector, especially tourism. In year 2023, the inflation rate was 6% while the economic growth rate was 5.5%. It shows that there is higher inflation rate with slower economic growth. This indicates that the Bangko Sentral Pilipinas or BSP has taken steps to control inflation in 2023 by raising interest rates, which could have slowed the economic growth. In year 2024, the inflation rate was 3.6%, while the economic growth rate was 5.7%. There is a decrease in the inflation rate due to the effectiveness of BSP measures and lead to an improvement in the economic growth rate.
The conclusion. In the Philippines, the interaction between money, inflation, and growth is a visual for economic development. Money acts as an economic's lifeblood, but its excessive growth and can lead to inflationary pressures, while moderate inflation can stimulate investment. Balancing price stability with robust growth is challenge for the Philippines, requiring careful monetary policy decision. Lastly, understanding this leakage is essential for driving economic progress and stakeholder engagement to capitalize on opportunities and outcome towards the economic growth. Thank you.